And we are rolling.
And the
Welcome
video
back.
is up.
No, you can go. You can go.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of AM Uncensored. I'm your host Alexis,
And I'm your other host, Madison.
and today we actually have a video.
What? We're getting out there.
So now you can see what we look like. Today's episode I'm super excited about, and you have no idea what it is.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
It's gonna be so much fun. Actually, some of it might be a little... No, actually I don't think anything spooky. We're talking about conspiracy theories. We're also doing Mandela effect. There's actually one thing on here that's a conspiracy theory, but I'll get into that because
You're gonna have to explain the Mandela effect to me because I have no idea what that is. I feel like you have before.
It's like where you remember like a group of people, like a lot of people remember something being one way.
Oh, you swear that it happened and then it actually never did?
Yes. So
Okay.
So the first conspiracy theory, I feel like a lot of these are like things that people like already know about, but like I think they're super fun anyways.
Okay.
The first one is about Nickelodeon. Do you know what Nickelodeon means in
What are you trying to
Latin?
say about Nick?
Babes, I love Nickelodeon.
Wait, what does it mean in Latin? That's a Latin word? Or is
I think it's like, I don't know if it's a Latin word or if it's just like whatever it is translated in Latin. I'm also like so confused about how people know this. Like, what came about
like
where
who
they
thought
were
about
like,
this
oh,
one
let's
day?
look it up.
Yeah. Wait, where is this going? I have no idea what she has prepared, by the way, because I can't see it, which I'm fine with. I'm just a little surprised. Just a little in the dark over here. It's
Okay,
fine.
you want to know?
Yes.
It means I don't care about God.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
I have my phone. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the word Nickelodeon in Latin means that?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's like, because I saw one where it was like the word broken up
Yeah.
was then like translated to that, but I don't know because I didn't look it up. I guess I should have done that. I should have been smart.
Okay, so I see an article that literally says exactly what you just said, and like in quotations it says, I don't care about God. So I see that. Now I think I'm on like a bit of a more serious article, and it's breaking down the word.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying that Nickelodeon like did that on purpose because I also saw where somewhere else they like named it Nickelodeon because something about a nickel. Like, I don't know. Like at the time, like it was only a nickel to watch a show or something. So I think that's why they named it Nickelodeon. But like, what if they knew?
You know, honestly though, I'm seeing, so that article was more serious, and I did see some stuff in there that was along the lines of like there was a part of the word Nickelodeon that means God, and so I could picture it. I could picture people doing it. I could picture people breaking that down and finding out that that's actually what that means. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look at Kim Kardashian. She dropped her whole deal with Balenciaga after everybody found out that the word itself, doesn't it mean like something to do with Baal, the god? It made so much sense because do you watch AHS, American Horror Story?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you did, there is a scene where one of the characters, her last words that she chose to say, she was about to be burned at the stake, and she screams out Balenciaga. And I never understood that, but after that news broke with the brand, it made sense. So, let's see. What does
The more you
another top search again?
Really?
Oh my goodness. So it is translated to Baal is king. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Nickelodeon, I mean, it's sad, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me because we have so much stuff that I feel like we're blinded to these days.
Yeah, plus there's like a lot of stuff going on with Nickelodeon, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the next one isn't really a conspiracy theory. It's just like, well, I guess technically it kind of is, but it's about SpongeBob, and it's like the main characters represent the 7 deadly sins.
Whoa, where did you find that?
On TikTok.
Wait, so are we doing conspiracy theories that you believe in or just ones that exist?
Ones that exist.
Okay.
So basically, SpongeBob is lust, because of like his personality, how he's like always kind of like just overjoyed all the
Yeah.
time and super
Okay.
happy and stuff. Patrick is sloth because he's lazy.
This is actually a thing. People actually, someone sat down and
Yeah,
just thought about this.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
They make sense though. Like Squidward is wrath because he's like angry all the time. He gets
Yeah.
irritated
Yeah.
super fast. Like
Who's gluttony?
Mr. Krabs is greed.
Yeah.
Obviously, all he cares about is his money.
Mm-hmm.
Plankton is envy
Oh, absolutely.
because he wants the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he wants something that he doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy is pride because she's like super competitive and
I
like
could see
always
it.
wants to win.
Or Larry the Lobster, to be honest with you. That's a whole
That
nother
too.
episode.
Gary is gluttony because there's like those episodes where he has like all his
The
food and he
cat
wants
food.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
Not Gary.
Poor
Love
Gary.
Gary for that. No, there's another conspiracy theory of SpongeBob that I don't know if you have written down, but I've heard. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or considered a fact. They were saying that SpongeBob and the show and the placement of the town and everything, it was based on, yeah, it was based on the location where they would do, like, was it atomic bomb testing? Like, they're either nuclear or atomic, whatever you call it. They were dropping bombs into the ocean at this particular location where it was safe, where no humans would get hurt, nobody would get hurt. And because I think I saw a TikTok about this the other day because it said that it said, do you know that Bikini Bottom is an actual location? And I was like, what? And then I was watching a little bit, so I guess that's more factual than a theory, but I'm sure they based the show off of it because it said that they dropped bombs in the ocean and it like some of the sea life was creepy looking, like from radiation and stuff. So I don't know, it could be
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
that. And they
But
said in the time frame that it was in, oh, maybe either 50s, 60s, or 70s, one of those years, time frames, decades. And they said that's why the characters in the show are dressed like they are because it's still based in that time frame. And that's why I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Yeah. So
I've never heard of that.
yeah, me neither.
Kind of cookie crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one is about The Simpsons. Everyone knows about The Simpsons.
I've never watched The Simpsons.
I watch it sometimes if it's on, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't actually like watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know about The Simpsons predictions.
Yes, only from TikTok, but I know that they play episodes and then things actually happen. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I have a few of the past ones, and then I have like one future one that people think is gonna happen, and I think there was something in the news, and I meant to like look at it more,
Oh
but I
gosh.
didn't. But some past ones. One was about Toys R Us closing.
They predicted that?
Apparently, yeah. I liked going in there every once in a while,
I liked going in
even
there
as
like
I wasn't a good.
I liked going in there like at least twice a week with my dad after he got off work.
Must be nice. Another one was about Donald Trump becoming president.
Like in 2024?
No.
Oh, like you're saying they predicted it and it happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was like one part of like the episode where it like literally happened in real life, and he's
Mm.
like going down an escalator and he's waving.
Okay.
You'll have.
And like he actually did that
You've
happening.
never seen
But see,
this?
no, but see here's the thing. I could absolutely I could see the producers making that episode and then just putting a president in the episode showing him going he's going down an escalator. I mean, like, doesn't every president eventually do that at one point where they're going down an escalator and they're like, wait, okay, I have seen the
But
meme. I've seen the meme. That's very specific. Now, if there was someone in the background that had the poster that guy is holding up in the Simpsons episode,
mm-hmm.
if someone had a oh my gosh, he does. That guy right there, does he not? Is that not a poster in his hand? Anyways, there is a guy holding a poster in the back. Okay, so that I'm not gonna lie, I have seen clips of episodes of The Simpsons on TikTok, and I've been surprised because I've seen it and I'm like, there's no way they're gonna, and then it happens and you're like, well, that'll make you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you really never heard of any of this stuff before?
I've heard. I mean, I've seen the memes about The Simpsons. I just
Oh.
have never like there's to an extent because I don't watch the show. I don't watch the show. I never watched King of the Hill,
I don't like that
Futurama. So
show.
I just haven't.
Next one is malfunctioning voter machines. So in one of the episodes, Homer is voting and he was voting for Obama,
Mm-hmm.
but it tallied it in for John McCain. And
Okay.
in real life in 2012,
Yeah.
a video came out of someone who was voting for Obama, but it tallied for Mitt Romney.
Okay, now we're getting a little spooky here. You've got me thinking the government is producing The Simpsons.
Wait, I've never thought about that.
Oh wait,
Could
should we
be.
post
We're gonna.
Are we allowed to talk about
Hey, if
this?
y'all don't see us like next week,
Just come
we might
looking,
be
come
gone.
come looking for us. Okay, make sure we're
Um,
doing all right.
but yeah, like that's kind of crazy. There's like a lot more that The Simpsons has like predicted, but I was like, some of these everybody already knew about these, but I was like, whatever. This next one could be just like something that like could have just been like, oh, they saw and they were like, oh, that's like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl. So I don't know if they predicted that she was going to be performing at the Super Bowl
Uh
necessarily,
huh.
but like this was in 2012 when the episode came out, and it was like her singing whatever, and she's like lifted up into the air with like the
I
straps and
think I've
stuff.
seen that performance again. I'm just not. I'm just not with it.
Yeah. Well, in 2017, she performed at the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and she like obviously sung her music, and she
Mm-hmm.
was lifted into the air. So
Wow.
like whether that's just
Oddly
like
specific.
yeah, whether that's just like someone getting an idea from that and being like,
Right.
"Oh, let's do that." Like there was one where it was like the smartwatches, and I almost put it, but I was like, that's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
bound to happen. Granted, it was in like the 90s when they
Mm-hmm.
posted that or when they aired it, but
Still, it makes you think.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there's one for the future, and it's US and China going to war.
Oh no.
Yeah. So in the episode, you hear one of the news anchors saying, "It is with great sadness that I inform you that America and China have declared war."
This is. Did they say the year, or they
Um,
just?
they didn't say the year, but people are predicting that it's for 2024.
That's so great for us. That's exactly what I needed right now.
Okay, the next one is about everyone's favorite movie, Finding Nemo.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
this is like
I'm all about some Disney.
a very specific part in the movie. So if like you don't know what I'm talking about,
I
then like
probably will. I probably will.
um so do you remember when they like the sharks are having like a meeting about not eating
Yes.
fish? Do you remember the one like the tiny little green fish that was like underneath one of the shark's
Yes.
fins that everyone's like, "Oh, he's like scared because he's like by the sharks."
Yes.
So people are saying that he was not scared, but he was going through withdrawal.
A fish?
Yes.
What was the fish on?
Eating fish.
Swimming salts?
No. That was the dumbest thing ever. No. Of eating other fish. Like he's addicted to eating other fish because
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, like, he joined the meeting. Like, he was in the meeting.
yes.
He wasn't the friend. He was there for some help.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't
Because
he get eaten?
end credits in the end credits, he's there by himself and one of those like
And he
fish
eats the
with like
fish.
the flashlight thing,
I
and he eats
remember.
it.
I've never thought about that. And now you've got me thinking about a very old Disney movie that I've buried in my thoughts.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, the next one I didn't write much about because I feel like a lot of people know about it, but I also like wasn't really for real that interested in it. It's the
Mm-hmm.
pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Like which is like,
Ooh.
have you heard anything about it?
I just saw a TikTok the other day and it didn't say anything, but it was like one of those where they post a picture and it was just the pyramids, and then you swipe and there's another photo, and the second photo was the pyramids but it was the tops of the pyramids, and then underground they look like the Empire State. Like they were this
Oh, they were
tall.
saying that they're like
Yes,
taller.
yes,
Yeah, I didn't
yes.
add that in just because I was like, this is just like a theory that people are coming up with, and it's not really like a conspiracy or anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did see that where they were like, oh, like the pyramids could be a lot taller than we think it is, like
Mhm.
underground.
Mhm.
But like the main thing is that like one, how did they build it? These
Yeah.
people like didn't have like machines and stuff
Mhm.
to build
Mhm.
that kind of stuff, but yet they did it. And
Mhm.
like these stones weighed between like 2 and 80 tons.
Do you have like an opinion on who you think built the pyramids? I'm curious because I do.
I honestly don't, but I saw somewhere about aliens and I said
A lot of
that's
people think aliens.
yeah.
I personally think, which I believe the book of Enoch in the Bible talks about the giants
Mhm.
or the Nephilim. That's what they were called, Nephilim, and they were
Okay.
giants. See, like David and Goliath, he was a Nephilim.
Yeah.
I if I'm remembering correctly, like there were giants, there were Nephilim. We found the skeletons. That's not really opinion based. That's look it up. But I think the giants helped. It's. I mean, why
Yeah.
wouldn't they? If they're strong enough to, if why wouldn't they? But
Yeah.
I also think, I mean, do we know how many years it took for them to build the pyramids?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe we could Google it, but I know it took a long time regardless. So in that time period, we've evolved. I mean, look at the cars. Look at the car we're in right now. Cars didn't always used to look like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, over time, I'm sure they found more efficient ways to build it and build it better or faster. But
Yeah.
I just kind of think, the Nephilim helped out a little bit.
That honestly makes sense. I've never thought about that.
Mm,
True.
yeah.
But another thing
Mhm.
is that the Great Pyramid, I want to say, I don't know which one it is, if I'm being so honest with you, but
Mhm.
it's one of them, is almost perfectly aligned with, like true north.
What's that? Like the direction?
Like, I guess. I don't know. It's like something where it's like perfectly aligned around the entire globe, around wherever true north is.
Okay. One of them is for a fact it is. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, like, how did they know
How
that?
did they do that? Yeah. See, that makes you think like, aliens, because how do
Well,
y'all get an aerial view, or
yeah,
how
there
do you
was also
know?
another one. I think it was like how three of the pyramids are placed in like the alignment of the stars. I think it was like
I
Orion.
know that, or like the astronomy or
Mhm.
astrology, that had a big part in a lot of things people did back then.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, they would tell the time with the sun,
exactly.
you
That's
know?
why I didn't put that in there cuz I was like that's not necessarily conspiracy
Mhm.
because that's what they use,
I mean,
like the
like,
stars and stuff.
yeah, definitely worth something talking about though, of like, who do you
Yeah.
think did it? Who do you think built them? Who do you think did this and that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is mattress firms. Please tell me you've heard about this.
Pardon?
Ugh, Madison.
Are you going to make me not want to sleep on my mattress? Is there like bugs in them?
No, this is not about like anything to do with like the actual mattresses. Like I think the mattresses are good.
Okay.
So it's theorized that mattress firms are there for laundering money. And if you don't know what laundering money means, it's the illegal process of making large amounts of money generated by a criminal activity. Examples: drug trafficking and
Okay.
terrorist funding.
That's where my head was going. I was just trying to make sure I was thinking the right thing. Okay.
Yes.
Mattress firm?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean?
Because there are like a
Is there like
bunch of
money?
mattress firms in like one area. Like
Oh,
I
I thought you were
looked,
about to tell me there was money in my mattress and I was going to get scared
no,
and tear it up.
I wish. Did you get your mattress from Mattress Firm?
I don't know, but it's worth tearing up to find out.
Oh,
Anyways, continue.
is it? But no. So like, I looked at a map actually, and I wanted to put a picture up, and it's like you can see like the points. Like there was one where it was an intersection.
Hmm.
Every single corner of that intersection had a mattress firm.
How many was there?
There was four in that, but I saw there was one that had like I looked at like maybe a 30-mile radius
Hmm.
and it had like at least 7 or 8.
It's a
And
lot of mattresses.
I don't know if it was the guy who was like, um, who like made it or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, like Mattress Firm, but it was basically saying that like it's there's so many there, so that when you are looking for a mattress, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have a choice but to go there.
I mean, that would make sense. Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
there's
something to
that,
think about for sure.
but that it's also still kind of like
Hmm.
weird, like you don't see Starbucks like that.
Right. Yeah. No, you
I
have
mean,
a
there's a
point.
good bit, but
I
like
mean,
it's
there's
not that crazy.
yeah, and there's banks everywhere, but they're different. There's a Regions, there's a PNC, there's
Yeah,
a Wells Fargo, there's a Chase. Okay, so yeah,
but like
yeah,
a mattress store,
definitely interesting.
you know.
Something to think about.
Okay, so this is gonna be the last conspiracy theory, and it literally is so baffling.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if I've heard of it because
Which
I feel like I'm in the dark over here. You're bringing up all these things. I'm like, huh?
you're not gonna know this because I barely knew it. And if you
Okay.
do know this, like, good for you.
Okay.
So this is about the Holocaust. Do you have
Okay.
any
Keep
ideas?
going.
Okay,
Does it have to do with
so
Anne Frank?
no.
Okay.
So there are some people who
I've heard Anne Frank
believe
theories, but continue.
that the Holocaust was fake. Yeah,
No, I have not heard this.
yeah.
Who?
Some people don't believe that it's real. And it was like, I was like, okay, maybe it's just like a few people who are also like flat earthers. Like they believe like the earth is flat, like it'd be something like that.
Okay.
But no, there were so many articles about it.
Really?
Like I was like, I didn't write some of this stuff down because I was like, wait, this is like,
I've never heard of somebody
uh,
not believing in the Holocaust. I have Jewish in me. I know, and I'm adopted, and from what my adopted family has told me, I have or I had Jewish relatives that survived the Holocaust. So that's all I know.
yeah,
That's
no,
literally it.
there's, I don't know. But then
Yeah.
there's like some people who just like don't believe that like 6 million Jews were killed and that they believe it was less, which doesn't make it any better
Right.
because they're like, no, like it was like around 500,000. That's still a crazy amount.
Still not still not good, Sally.
Exactly. Well, I don't know because they were also saying there weren't 6 million Jews in Germany at the time,
Mhm.
but like that's still like,
I get what I get what you're saying. I get
mm-hmm.
what they're saying, I guess, but it doesn't make it okay.
Exactly, exactly. Like it doesn't.
And it's kind of insulting to dig into such a mass genocide and be like picking it apart and let's see how many we can actually identify. Let's see how many people actually die. Like, let's be
Right,
respectful.
right. So the reason,
That's a very sensitive topic. I feel like that could be a whole episode, maybe,
oh, it
perhaps.
definitely could,
Respectfully, of
because
course.
there was like so much information, like about it. Like I
Right.
was like, I don't, like I can't jump into this, otherwise this is gonna be like an hour long
Yeah.
discussion about this one single thing.
No, but I get it. It's definitely I mean, I just had no idea there's people out there that actually believe it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I mean, to believe that maybe it wasn't that many people is understandable. Because, I mean,
yeah.
I see statistics all the time and I'm like, how do they know that? Like, I'm just going to, okay, off topic real quick. How do you know how much horsepower a car is? You telling me you got that many horses and lined them all up? And we're just like, yeah.
What even is horsepower?
If I'm not mistaken, it's been explained to me once. Unless I'm absolutely just getting this wrong, I'm pretty sure it's the horsepower, how many horses, like this many horsepower. I'm not like to pull it. Yeah,
Oh,
I could be wrong. Do I need to Google this? I'm just gonna Google it right quick
I
so
was
I don't
so
look like
confused. I literally thought you were making a joke and being like, "Oh, like the
no.
horses that are in the engine." And I was like, "Okay."
How do you determine horsepower in a vehicle? How do you calculate horsepower? The simple answer is horsepower is calculated by multiplying the amount of force in pounds by the speed in feet per second. So let's say okay, so it gives an example. So let's say your car's engine can generate 200 pounds of force and move at a speed of 2 feet per second. The engine horsepower would be 400. So 200 times 2. That's not what I thought, but They still call it horsepower. Maybe they should
So
change the name.
essentially, the horses did it
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, to me, it's still.
To me, the horses are pulling my car out in front of me.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I don't know about y'all.
yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I've got about 400 horses up under my hood. So,
Yeah.
get over it.
If y'all want to check it out, we'll show you a little video of them.
But
Can you imagine? There's just tiny little horses in there.
But to go back to that, statistic wise, I could see somebody questioning, is this the exact number? Of course, I'm not sitting around all day pondering stuff like that, and I'm not pondering, is this the number of people that died in a mass genocide? I just don't think it's really appropriate to question that. I just, at the end of the day, like, it matters.
Yeah.
But it does, like, okay, it matters, but it doesn't in the way of how many doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Some, like, they were killed wrongfully.
Yeah. Well, so there was also, like, going back to, like, right now, like, that's the stuff that's happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, about the kids. Like, regardless of if it was 10 kids or if it was 40 kids, it's still
wrong.
Kids just being killed. So,
yeah,
regardless of the number.
A whole other topic we could dive into.
Yeah. Well, there's still more about it. So the reason a lot of the people, like, are trying to, like, make it, like, not a thing is because they want the Nazis to look good for whatever reason.
So I'm guessing the people that are denying this, or they're
literally called Holocaust deniers.
But I'm guessing they were either, obviously, I mean, there may be a couple Nazis actually still alive, maybe, but I'm guessing they were at least descendants, or maybe,
I'm sure,
family that supported it, so they just grew up believing, or being told this was okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure. But I'm gonna read this straight off of here. So this was from an article, but it said on July 24th, 1996, Harold Covington, leader of the National Socialist White People's Party, explained why. He said, "Take away the Holocaust, and what do you have left? Without their precious Holocaust, what are the Jews? Just a grubby little bunch of international bandits and assassins and squatters who have perpetrated the most massive, cynical fraud in human history."
Who said that?
Harold Covington. He's leader of the Socialist Party.
It's a lot of bold statements.
Yeah.
Really bold.
So I don't know if, like, he was, like, I don't know what he's getting at.
He kind of sounds like Hitler. To be honest, he sounds like he's trying to influence people to believe what he wants them to believe. Yeah. So.
Well, for sure, especially because there's, like, a bunch of people who, like, are already believing that.
He's just fueling the fire, which, to be honest, it's just negativity. So, like, that's what irks me. Yeah. That's another. We'll get to my icks on the other episode that we're gonna do about our icks, but, like, it's just something that gives me the ick. Like, why you gotta be negative? Go out and kick the ball with your neighbor or something. Yeah. Take a walk.
So to end this off, the none of the Holocaust deniers have any real evidence. Obviously. It's just false information, faked evidence, and personal opinions.
Yeah.
So
we have evidence. We've got a lot of evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to go to visit those places just so I could learn even. I would love to visit those places just so I could learn even more than what I know and gain even more respect. You know?
No, I saw, I honestly forgot where it was, but it was like, this wasn't, oh, never mind, this wasn't about the Holocaust. Oh. I was about to say something about 9/11.
Oh, wow.
Never mind.
That's not what we're talking about.
I don't know, okay, because I was thinking about it because you were like, oh, I want to visit these places, and then I was thinking about, oh, like the 9/11.
Oh, the memorial? Oh, yeah.
And people were like, oh,
did you
like,
see the guy that climbed into it? Did you see that?
No.
I don't know how to feel about that, but there was a guy, he climbed into, like, you know how there's the holes now where the buildings were, and they made it a fountain and
Uh,
it goes down. He got
I
in there.
did see that.
How did he get it? Did he jump? Because I would have broken a leg.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
and he was like,
he just creeped over to the side where the water was flowing, and he just looked down, and he laid down, and he just looked down
mm-hmm,
there, and everybody was screaming at him in the background, and people were really mad. Like, it was either
yeah,
one of two. The people were either mad or they were like, he could have lost somebody, and this is as close as he feels to them right now. And
yeah,
I kind of feel for the guy. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad. Let him do what he's got to do.
yeah. But if he's just doing that to do it,
If he's not hurting anybody,
yeah. But
let the man
like,
get some
is he doing it
closure.
right? Look at how the lighting is. Because the camera's right in it. Can you move it? Okay, so those are like the last points of conspiracy theories, and now we'll go into the Mandela effects,
Okay,
which I explained earlier.
I'm ready.
Okay. So the first one,
Mm-hmm.
the Monopoly Man.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay. What?
It makes me angry.
What am I gonna
I
say?
declare he had it.
Yeah. No, yeah. So the conspiracy theory is that the Monopoly Man had a monocle, but he never did.
He did. You know the little you get you the little glass
Like
thing,
the one little.
the little glass thing that you put on your ear. The little old people. I don't know what it's used for, like a magnifying glass or some shit. I don't know. He had it on his eye. I know he did. I saw commercials. There was commercials because the
Yeah.
ending of the commercial, it would be him like winking or something, and it was like what, and then it would like go to the.
Yeah.
I know.
No, he for sure. For sure had it.
Lies.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that.
Okay, the next one kind of gets me because I never thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the little robber emojis that iPhone had?
Yes,
It
and
was
it had
like
a
one of him
mask,
like running and one where he was
and he
like
had a
it
money
was
bag
and he
and a
had
mask.
yes.
Wasn't he? Didn't he have like black and gray striped clothes? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then there was like one of like just like the head part.
Yes, and he had the black mask.
Never
Yes.
existed. Neither of them ever existed.
No.
And I'm so glad that you
No.
just sat here and explained exactly what it looked like.
No, because he was running with the money bag.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, he was up close and he was like, with the mask on.
Never.
No. No.
Never.
I'm not a. Who wrote that? No.
I wrote
No.
it. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I have not seen any evidence that it was a real thing, but everything I've seen said that it never was real. There's also someone talking about a seahorse.
I've never seen a seahorse. I see. He looked like that.
I know it.
Did he? That,
And he was
that was
never
him.
real. Exactly. And he was never.
And there he is running with the money bag. These are. No. Somebody that works at Apple who was heading up the update department was like, all right, guys, new updates coming out. We're getting rid of the robber. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, why? And then he just did
Well,
it.
I feel like even then you should still be able to find it anywhere. Instead, these people are drawing it and making it.
It is Apple.
Yeah, but still, once something's like there.
It would be pretty hard to completely erase that from Google Images
Yeah.
all over the world.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally drawings of it because people can't find it.
You're making me want to go type all the emojis I have on my iPhone into a message and then print it on a piece of paper and put it on my wall, and every update just be like, all right, is everybody here? Line up. Let's see. Yep, you existed. Fabulous.
Okay, well, the next one's about a song. Everyone knows We Are the Champions.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
how
don't
did
know
it
the full
end?
song.
How did it end?
I
When
don't
it
know
goes, We are the champions.
my friend.
Okay.
And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Okay. So, we are the champions of the world, right?
Is that the lyrics?
Okay.
I remember this song from the movie Chicken Little, and he didn't even finish it.
Where it goes, We are the champions of the world, never in it.
Well, he never. Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I never heard that part.
Really?
I
Have you never listened to the song?
I only know that song quite literally from Chicken Little when he was jamming out in his room. So I was like, oh my gosh, relatable.
Rude. But yeah, so I swear it had of the world at the end.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Hmm.
And it's not like I don't know
I
if
wish
it.
I could be on the same page with you.
Well, I don't know if it was just like added into one of his like
Mhm. Okay. I
things or
mean, movies
whatever,
add
but
things. Maybe you heard it from a movie.
I
I don't
don't
know.
think so.
I don't know. I don't know the ending though. To be fair, so if it has an ending, I don't know what it sounds like.
Okay, this next one, Pikachu's tail. What did it look like?
Lightning bolt.
What color?
It's yellow with a black tip.
Wrong.
Huh?
No black tip.
No. Huh?
Yeah, apparently never. But also,
Let me just pull up my Pokemon Go real quick.
this makes you think: are some of these just like things that have changed and people just like aren't realizing it, or are they actual conspiracy theories? Because this one I have seen as like an actual, or not conspiracy, Mandela effect, as an actual Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were some where people were like, oh, you're just not remembering this, because then other people were like, no, that's how it happened. But this one I've seen a lot as strictly Mandela effect.
Okay, so in Pokemon Go, because I play, he doesn't. But I
See,
saw
because
it.
you're
But
trying to prove me
no,
wrong. No, I know.
Pika.
I know. Never had it.
I saw it in. It's like the old series.
Listen,
It's streaming on a streaming service because I started watching it and it was so cringy I had to stop. But the old Pokemon series,
you watch it and you tell me, because I want to know.
old Pikachu. That one he has a white tip on his tail.
Yeah,
See, black tip. Wait.
because that's a drawing.
Oh my gosh. Old Pikachu from the series. Let's just say that. No flippin' way. This is the original because that's when he was with Ash, and it's like, no, no, he had no.
No, he didn't. This is how I feel about this next one, though. And you might or might not know what I'm talking about. So, this next one is so there's this clip of a baseball player and he's getting an interview. This is probably after a game, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a few people in the back just like throwing the ball around. I think he might have hit it maybe, and
Mm-hmm.
it goes like the ball goes flying towards like the camera and like the baseball guy and the interviewer, and he catches the ball. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah, it
Okay.
was a female interviewer.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What'd she look like?
I swear she had. Oh, it's between blonde and brown hair. It
Okay.
was a girl.
Yes. Either way, it was a female. But I swear to you, I swear it was a white woman with blonde hair. It wasn't. There's not a single video of this woman and this guy. It's like not even like an edited one. There is nothing. I went down looking for this
You
because this
stayed
was
up late
a
thinking about
few well
this.
this was a few weeks ago before like I was even doing this, and I was like, no, like he was with her, and there's like a video, like the interviewer is a real lady,
Yeah. Yeah.
but she wasn't in that video. It was this black woman. No, it was not ever. Like that, the blonde lady was not there.
You seem really heated about
I
this.
am, because that literally stressed me out, and I was like, no, it was never this lady. Like, yeah, I've seen this lady before, but not in this video. It was not her.
Yeah. No, I remember the video. I don't remember it in enough details to know what she exactly looked like, but I definitely don't. I didn't think it was a black lady. I thought it was a okay. I was gonna say blonde. I was gonna say white lady blonde hair, and I was like, was she brunette? But no, I. Dang.
Anyways, Cheez Its. How do you spell it? Like the in, like the
Wait,
its.
wait. That's the next topic.
What?
Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying like, oh well, fuck it. I thought you were just being like Cheez-Its. No, that's actually the.
If anyone ever said that to me,
I was just gonna go with it.
I'd end the conversation and walk away.
Wait.
No, Cheez-Its is the next one.
Okay. And what about it?
The last word, like Cheez-Its, how do you spell it?
I just bought Cheez-Its yesterday.
How would you, like,
Isn't it with a Z at the end? It's not. I've never like I know
no,
I don't pay attention to what.
no. But that's what everyone thinks it
How do
is.
you spell
And
it?
I thought it was too. It's just like Cheez-Its without the Z.
So is it one word or two separate?
Well, it's like one, I think it's a hyphen. But that's not the point. The
Yeah, no,
point
no,
is
no.
that everyone remembers the Z. It's not, it's never been there.
Never?
Never.
That's a lie.
Go
That
ahead, look it up just like the other ones. Pikachu, boom. Cheez-Its, boom. This baseball guy, boom. Yeah, never. The
I don't even know how you spell it.
C-H-E. Oh, did you look it
It's
up?
two separate words, and there is no S. No, there. No. There's
It's
got to
literally just
be.
Cheez-It and
Mm,
not Cheez-Its.
oh, they have Cheez-It earrings.
What?
Look at that on Etsy for $20. I'm not okay with this. Cheese it. There's a Z, but it's Cheez. Cheese it. Absolutely not. Wow. There's a Cheez It pillow.
Okay, the next one is Sex in the City.
What about it?
So is it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
I've never thought about that, but I'm gonna say in just
Wrong! Wrong! Wrong!
actually.
Yes.
It's and
Yes.
what I was gonna say is I think it's sex and, but grammatically I was gonna say in because they're having sex in the city.
Yeah, well,
But I
so
was gonna say I thought it was and.
this one, I don't know if it was just like people were just saying it like Sex in the City
Saying it
when
wrong.
it's always been Sex and the City, or if they like,
Mm-hmm.
or if it has been like
Because I thought
in,
it was
and
Sex
that's what.
and the City. I thought so.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
I don't know because I've never watched it.
Oh, it's so good.
It was like a thing when like I was young and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to see that.
You should watch it. It comes on at about 3 a.m. It's great.
I don't know what you think I'm doing at 3 a.m., but it's not awake. Anyways, Curious George.
What are you about
Oh
to
my god, can I
say?
just say this first? If you guys don't watch Curious George or have it like as a background, sometimes I'll put it on the background and I'll take a little nap. That might be kind of crazy.
The show?
Yes, the show. Like sometimes I'll just sometimes.
To be fair, I fell asleep the other night to Italian jazz music, so maybe I should add that to the queue.
Okay, Curious George, Bluey.
Bluey.
But like, there's just something about Curious George.
I'm
Anyway, so did he have a tail?
no.
Oh,
I'm thinking of the PBS version. What version are you thinking of? The version that came on right before Word Girl? Please. I was on it every
no, I used to
day.
watch PBS all the time when I'd go to my grandmother's house because she had no cable and that's all we could watch.
Now I don't know what kind of monkey he was, but
Okay, I swear he had a tail. Everyone else swears he had a tail. He never had a tail, and I know this only because I do watch Curious George.
yeah, I don't think he ever had a
Watch
tail.
it.
I remember, see, here's my thing. I remember the very first episode, or maybe it was the movie, because I swear they made a movie. But the man in the yellow hat found him, and I just, yeah, I don't remember
Well, I
him from
swear
the
because
show.
I swear in like some of the scenes he's swinging from his tail, like the intro.
See, I
That's
see
what
him doing
everyone's
it from
thinking
his
about.
arms. So,
Yeah, he does it from his arms, but like
no, I
there's
see
like
what you're
I'm
saying.
pretty sure like a part where he was like
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
with his tail, but he never was.
interesting.
Okay, so this is the last one. Kit Kat. Is there a hyphen or no?
I've never thought about this.
Okay, we'll think about it.
No.
You're no fun. Yeah, there is no hyphen, but like I thought there was.
To be fair, I don't even know when I'm supposed to use a hyphen, so.
Me either. I actually almost failed English my senior year, and I thought that like I wasn't gonna be able to graduate. Like that's how bad I was failing. But I didn't. I graduated. But yeah, English is not my strong suit, so I don't know really hyphen. I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm right there. I wouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Those are all of them.
You kind of triggered parts of my brain that haven't worked in years.
Good.
Well, this was fun. Not gonna lie. You kind of triggered my fight or flight there a little bit, but I'll get over it.
The next one's gonna be worse.
It's not like any of these are gonna keep me up at night.
This is so exciting. Second podcast, and we've got many more to go. Anyways, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I did.
This is, of course, the first of many podcast episodes that we will be videoing. I had fun. This will be great. I feel like every episode we're just gonna go up and up, you know?
Yeah.
The sound's better. This is better. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna go be here. We're gonna have a set.
Yes.
Be ready for it.
Also, you guys, we will have microphones, like real ones. I promise.
These are fun.
These are fun, but I hate holding it.
I know.
If you guys ever want to hear some ASMR, I can definitely post some ASMR. The ASMR videos, the honey ones, hate, disgusting, make me want to throw up. But the ones where they have like the fruit and the sugar and it's like coated and they go
and it's crunchy.
I like those.
If you guys have any suggestions about what we should talk about, feel free to drop a comment, and we hope you truly enjoyed the video. Of course, you can.
Oh, I'm definitely shaking like the camera.
Due diligence. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you next time.